Hello.
What's up?
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
This is episode 30, right? Episode 30 of the
Episode
Alibi
30 of the Alibi Pod.
St. Patrick's Day special, I guess, because it is, in fact, St. Patrick's Day.
It's not that special, other than St. Patrick's Day special.
Wow, I don't actually really own any green clothing.
I have
other
this.
than these socks.
I have
Socks.
this shirt here
Pizza socks.
and this
That are
tie.
green. This tie I stole from my father because it is green.
It's
It has
barely green.
It has a strip of green. Stop it. You're wearing sunglasses, so of course you can't tell.
Well, my tie, you can tell it's green.
And
no
it's
matter
a
what.
loud green tie. I'm actually going to blame this on his wife because St. Patrick's Day was never a significant holiday for us growing up. Like, it wasn't that big a deal, even though we do have some Irish heritage. But it was also our younger brother's birthday, so that was about the most St. Patrick's-y thing. But his wife is apparently, her family is a lot more proud of their Irish lineage. And they,
Diluted Irish lineage.
freaking mutts, but yeah, they go to like St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, no, they're
parades
fun.
and
We
stuff.
went and traveled to go to this big parade, and it was fun. And everybody wore green, and they sang Irish drinking songs. Speaking of which,
Oh boy!
I have prepared a song
Oh goodness gracious! Am I
to
gonna
get
hold-
us just in the spirit
hold
and
the
the
mic for
vibe.
You gotta let me hold the mic for you so we can pick up the guitar.
It'll pick up the room. That's fine. Here, you can hold the guitar. Does anyone like my very cool guitar strap?
Everyone likes your very cool guitar strap. We're ready. Let's hear it.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning.
Well done, sir.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thunderous applause. The crowd goes wild. Anyway, excellent drinking song, sir.
I don't know the other verses.
Well,
There's a lot
you
of
know,
other verses that I don't know.
It's all right. We weren't gonna drink anything anyway, so it's fine.
It's not necessarily drinking, except for the sailor is already drunken.
Yeah, so we're past the drinking part.
Yeah.
This is a
They're trying
hangover
to solve.
song.
They're trying
This
to
is-
solve a very real problem.
This is a hangover song, is what it is.
I think the strategy that they come up with at the end of the song, which I would do the whole song if I knew the words and it wasn't 12 million hours long, is to put him on a boat and just send him off.
Just let him figure it out.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
What do you think? Is St. Patrick's Day an overrated, underrated, or properly rated holiday?
I'd say it's properly rated, probably.
Pretty appropriately rated.
Yeah.
It's like there's a couple people that go crazy for St. Patrick's Day, but the vast majority of people, it's pretty chill, you know, so you have that balance. I feel like maybe it's a little underrated. They could make it a day you get off work. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
mind
mean-
that.
It's also, at least this year, kind of conveniently located over spring break, so I'm busy at work.
Hey, so that's good for you.
Yeah, it works out for me. I don't feel like, again, if you're not Irish, it's probably not a big enough deal for it to be
No,
a day off
because
of work.
the Irish don't actually celebrate it as much. It's primarily an American holiday.
Well, American Irish, I meant specifically.
Okay. Americans of heavily diluted Irish ancestors.
Yeah, basically, yeah. People who claim it but really aren't that Irish.
They're Americans.
Still can't even make soda bread or corned beef and cabbage.
I had some corned beef and
Can Ella
cabbage that
make
was very
corned
good.
beef and cabbage?
I don't know if she's ever tried.
Can her parents?
I'm sure her parents can. I had her aunt's corned beef and cabbage.
Oh, it was good.
It was good.
Oh, that's good.
It was very good. One thing I will say, we had corned beef and cabbage, which was phenomenal corned beef and cabbage.
Way to go.
With store-bought rye bread.
Oh.
And I was reminded that our mother makes some phenomenal Irish soda bread. It would have been a very nice compliment to that particular meal.
Yeah. I think, speaking of meals, we should get into something more Alibi Pod.
Overrated, underrated, or properly rated?
No.
A meal review.
No, I'm going to say we need to pick a meal, a food, or a food combo to ban from existence.
To ban from
Like,
existence.
this is not allowed anymore. Like, obvious answer being like pineapple on pizza.
No, pineapple on pizza is okay. It's acceptable.
No, that's like the most common controversy. Like, needs to be banned. We are of equal Italian and Irish heritage, so the Italian part of me says we should definitely ban pineapple on pizza.
I'm fine with pineapple on pizza. I'm very forgiving in this way.
No, that's not very Irish of you to be forgiving like that.
Okay.
They're a proud folk.
Cold hot dogs in Kraft macaroni and cheese.
That's disgusting. Childhood staple for us poor folks.
Ours weren't cold though.
No, cold.
But have you seen the people
cold is
online?
wild. I didn't know
They do
people
some
did it. Just
crazy-
straight cold is wild.
Some crazy business going on.
You ever seen that one where they poke the spaghetti in the hot dogs and then they cook it and wrap it?
Yeah, that doesn't sound good
That's
either.
disgusting.
Have you seen the meal where they just throw a bunch of ground beef in the skillet and then they put like Doritos on it?
Mm-hmm.
No seasoning or nothing. And then like what else
the
did they do?
and, like the nacho cheese sauce. And
Ugh.
straight up. Ooh, it's gross. Like literally vomiting so bad. That's a pretty bad food combo.
Yeah, we don't need that one. The truth is, because common answers to this question are incredibly dumb answers, like escargot. No, it's phenomenal. Why would you ban it from existence? Now, Jonathan, he has some like weird opinions, right? Sour cream, right? You hate sour cream.
People don't. Have you had escargot?
Snails. Yeah.
When did you have escargot?
I don't remember. I've had it multiple times.
I haven't had it.
I've had good and bad.
I've had calamari, but I never had escargot.
Calamari's nice.
Anyway, yeah, no, I don't
Some
like
people
sour
don't like
cream.
calamari
That's,
either.
I would probably ban.
Any food combo that has to do with sour cream.
Well,
right?
not necessarily, because sour cream can be an ingredient in some pretty good things.
I'm glad that you've come around to this.
Because, like, I think there's sour cream in, like, what's it, the melt in your mouth chicken mom makes? I think there's sour cream.
You know, I don't know the recipe, but there's many, many things that sour cream is good in. So what's your sour cream combo that's not okie dokie?
Sour cream on tacos.
Sour cream on tacos.
That's
Point blank,
disgusting.
period. One of the most common uses of sour cream.
This is white people tacos specifically. If you
So it's
go
just
and
like
get,
the
like
ground beef
Mexican,
on a
ground
tortilla.
beef on a tortilla with cheese and sour cream, maybe lettuce. Like, ooh, I don't like that. Them plain flour
So,
tortillas. So
I
if
guess
you get
you
like
don't really
authentic
get
Mexican street tacos.
They don't have sour cream.
They don't have sour cream.
Yeah.
They're basically meat, cilantro, and onion.
Pretty much.
Most of the time, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
And they have salsas.
And you
can
get some
the
lime
salsas
on
and
there.
the hot sauces
You
and
get
the
some lime on there, and
That's
like a
what's
spicy
up.
salsa or something.
That's what's up.
It's usually like 2 corn tortillas. Those are good tacos. And not that I have necessarily anything against white people tacos all the time. I do enjoy a ground beef taco from time to time.
The thing about the straight ground beef tacos, what people call white people tacos, it's really more of like burrito,
Yeah.
just done wrong.
Yeah. I do be liking those street tacos though.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Maybe I'm biased in some way or just used to it, but the Mexican spot we have here in town, Tecolotes, their street tacos are so good.
They are good.
Their steak ones
They hit.
specifically. The steak street tacos from Tecolotes are phenomenal.
the
They're like-
asada tacos.
They're like the best ones. I've had steak tacos from a lot of other places.
I be going over there and I just order like 5, 6 asada tacos
I
and
get
take
3.
them home.
I get 3. Also, it's cheap. You know?
It is cheap.
I can get 3 asada tacos for like $9 or something like that, and that's a meal.
We recently went with the fam to a Mexican grocery store and Pops ordered like 25 tacos.
Something like that, yeah.
And of different kinds, and then they have a salsa bar. The salsa bar, the place here in town, they need to get a salsa bar.
Yeah.
If they would do that, that would just level up the experience because you can get however much of all the different like salsas, and they have like pickled onions and limes and
Yeah,
stuff
some limes
too.
and stuff.
That's
The
something
lime is
phenomenal.
essential, bro. I love lime.
The lime does a
On a
lot.
taco.
The lime does a lot.
We went to. We were in Iowa. We were both in Iowa for different reasons at the same time.
Different parts of Iowa.
Different parts of Iowa. But so our good friend Joel,
Mhm.
who we love very much, lives in Iowa. And we told him this was after the conference. This is like 10:30 at night. We're like, we're probably
Yeah.
gonna go get some tacos now. And he said, "Please don't go to Taco Bell. I beg you." Like, I beg you, don't go. And we were like, "Ooh, where else do we go?" Because, it's 10:30.
It's late at night. Yeah, that's like
he
the only
recommended.
place.
We were like, "What's your?" Well, we originally weren't gonna go to Taco Bell. I don't think. I think we were gonna go to some. I don't remember what it was called, but some taco shop that came up when we were looking for places to eat.
But close. It was closed
And
late
ended
at
up being
night.
closed. Yeah, we did have to hit Taco Bell that night, which, Taco Bell has some good stuff.
Don't tell Joel.
Don't tell Joel. He found out. He knows all. But anyway, no, he recommended this taco shop. What was it called? It was called. Hold on, I think I can pull it up. I can find it somewhere. But it was like 10 minutes down the road. I was like, what's the go-to taco spot then if it's not
Taco Bell.
Well, if we can't go to Taco Bell, like, where do you go for tacos here? And he's Mexican, right?
Right. So
he said this
knows.
spot called Guadalajara in Ankeny, Iowa. And let me tell you, those El Pastor tacos were so good.
They hit. All right.
So good. So I got the steak because I normally do. But Dad got the El Pastor. And the El Pastor was better than the steak. Here's Dad's pictures of the El Pastor tacos.
It looks like a good taco to me.
Yeah, this was the steak tacos.
Of course, looks like a good taco.
Piled with cilantro and onion.
As it should be.
But they were so good. That was probably the best El Pastor I've ever had.
Let's go.
It was up there. That was really good. So, excellent recommendation from Joel. He was right about the tacos. Far better than Taco Bell.
Tacos. Now I'm kind of getting in the mood for some tacos. I know.
Womp womp.
Okay, so there's a couple things that have occurred to me over the past week since we rated things as overly rated, properly rated, or underrated.
Yep, overrated, underrated, properly
One in
rated.
particular occurred to me on the road trip that we just referenced.
Yeah.
I passed, as I was driving, it was a 6-hour drive,
Yeah.
a couple of...
6 hours. Our drive was like 3.5.
Yeah, we were a significant...
You were way up there in Iowa, huh?
Quite further than you, yes.
Wow, all right. Anyway, you passed.
A restaurant.
Yeah.
A chain restaurant.
Which one?
Multiple times.
What was it?
And every single time,
Oh, boy.
it was packed.
Oh, really?
And I was astonished.
Okay.
But then I thought back to my experiences of this restaurant.
Yeah.
Always packed. So this restaurant is very, very highly rated.
What is this restaurant?
Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, yeah. White people love their Texas Roadhouse, bro.
So how is it rated?
You ready?
Yes.
It's overrated.
I have to agree.
It's just overrated.
It's good. It's not bad.
Tell you what,
but
the rolls with the cinnamon butter or honey butter or whatever that is not overrated. That cannot possibly be overrated.
it's phenomenal.
It's well rated, but I mean borderline underrated just because it's so good. You cannot rate it high enough.
It pushes the limits of rating.
Yes, you can't rate it. It's just so good. Those things are so good. Phenomenal. But
Everything else on the menu is okay.
My steak there was not that good. It was one of the worst steaks I've had at a steakhouse.
It's not really a steakhouse. It's a roadhouse.
I guess, yeah. It's not a steakhouse, but
Bottom line is the menu's solid. The rolls
a little bit
obviously
overpriced
are
for what it
phenomenal.
is.
Bottom line is there's no way it's worth that many people waiting hours every single day to eat there.
yeah, it's not that good. It's good, not that good.
There's a Texas Roadhouse near the movie theater that we most often go to in the
And
same
we go
parking lot.
to this hockey lounge instead.
Yeah, we go get sushi instead, and the sushi's better.
The sushi's definitely
Right?
better.
The sushi is better.
Probably
than
comparable
Texas Roadhouse.
pricing too.
Probably comparable pricing, right? So when you get out of the movie, sometimes we're like, oh, maybe we should go to Texas Roadhouse. But the bottom line is it's always a ridiculous wait. Like there's no rationalizing that. So we go and get sushi for like the same price, and definitely better.
For sure.
But nobody's over there. I mean, there's somebody, but like, there's no line at the sushi restaurant.
That's because everybody loves their burger and steak with the rolls.
Might just be
But-
because we live in the Midwest.
Yeah,
All right.
that's what
Next
Texas
up,
Roadhouse was made for.
The Office.
The show?
The show.
I think it's well rated.
You think it's well rated?
Accurately rated. People love The Office.
People love The Office. Yeah,
I think if we
think
were
it might be a
millennials, we
little
might find it to be overrated. If we were millennials.
Okay.
Because
explain.
the millennials kind of, the millennials went for The Office. You know,
All of the millennials
just
love it.
yapping about The Office. I don't have that many people in my life who just won't shut up about The Office or just like stand The Office overly hard. So I don't find it to be overrated.
All right,
However,
people pay enough
everyone I
attention.
know who has watched The Office enjoyed The Office.
Yeah, it's funny.
It wasn't
it's
underrated.
Funny. I was of the opinion that it was overrated, but maybe that's because I'm, mixing schools of thought that you just separated nicely.
Right, yeah, I separated those. No, for me personally, I've watched only a couple episodes of The Office, and I thought it was good. So
yeah, I've not watched it extensively. It's one of those things where it's like, if it's on TV, you just leave it up, or you see it at someone's house, and it's like, it's a nice vibe. Like, it's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's chill. It's funny. All right, here's something wild. Overrated, underrated, or properly rated. The Taco Bell breakfast menu.
I'm gonna say properly rated because nobody gets that.
Nobody's ever heard of it.
I mean, we heard of. They had like a whole. They had like some pretty serious marketing over that for a while.
Yeah,
they were really trying to push it, but nobody cared. And
because also
as
like
they shouldn't.
it was like a weird fast food take on Mexican breakfast, though. It wasn't like egg burritos or whatever like you can get.
French fries or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, there's nice.
Did I just butcher that?
I'm sure you did.
My bad.
It's not a racism. It's just that you don't know the language.
Yeah, I doubt. Pretty sure huevos is accurate though.
Huevos. Anyway.
Yeah, no, not good. Pete Davidson did those ads, but
yeah, it just can't be good. But also, I've never had it.
That's true. Maybe it is good. We could be wrong, guys. If somebody gets in the comments and tells us, "Oh my god, the Taco Bell."
Yeah, someone needs to let us know.
We might have to check it out, but I don't feel like.
See this waffle taco?
Is that? Can you actually? That could be good.
I don't know. It looks a little concerning.
I don't know. I mean, it could be good. Again, there tends to be like a good breakfast thing on the menu, like that. The Cinnamon.
The Cinnamon Bites. That's the good breakfast thing on the menu.
Cinnamon Bites are wonderful.
Overly rated, underrated, or properly rated? He's yawning. Just talking about breakfast has got this man yawning.
I'm tired, bro. No, they're underrated, bro.
The Cinnamon Bites?
I don't think people talk about them enough.
People don't realize that they're on the Taco Bell menu sufficiently.
They are overpriced, but they're underrated.
Okay.
So expensive. It costs
overly
like $5
rated, properly rated, or underrated, and I have a sample.
Oh boy, what is it? Fortune cookies?
Fortune cookies.
Properly rated. So good, dude. Not like the food itself. Yeah. The cookie itself is not a good cookie, but I don't think anybody argues that it was. It's just a fun thing that you have after your Chinese food, right? Well, take out Chinese. And then you have your fortune cookie, which is fun. Sometimes you get a fun fortune. Sometimes the Lord speaks through the fortune cookies, probably. I don't know.
A cheerful message here to tell me that a cheerful message is on its way to me. Bro, okay. Your message, my fortune is literally, this message is to tell you that another message is coming.
Well, there's another fortune cookie right there somewhere.
Maybe it's that one.
Or maybe it's this one.
The person sitting next to you is...
I'm sorry if I completely get crumbs all over your couch. Hold on. You ready for this one?
Yes, sir.
You will take a chance in the new future. Oh, I butchered it. I'm sorry. It's over. Moment's gone. Anyway, you will take a new... I just can't speak. You want to read it? You will take a chance in the near future and win.
Time to go to the casino.
I'm going to call Gavin and be like, we're going right now. I have to go to Oklahoma to gamble because I'm not 21.
They don't let you in Missouri? Or on the state line? They have a casino on the river. It's okay. Gambling's bad anyway.
Oh.
Okay. So, this week, a couple of original movies came out.
Nice.
Novocaine, Mickey 17, a couple of others. Good-looking original movies.
People claim that they want original movies. They complain about the overuse and reuse of existing IP.
We do. We're responsible. We complain. At the beginning of the year, we complained that all they were doing is remaking
Did we? We did
IPs.
that?
Yeah, on this podcast.
Everybody did it.
Yeah.
Like all the critics complain about it. It's like the popular thing to complain about. So I feel disappointed in us for doing that.
Yeah. Well, also,
Just sheep over here complaining about the same thing as everyone else. Some people
but
don't
also
need a podcast.
make podcast equipment more expensive. Anyway, then some original movies came out and flopped at the box office. They're having a terrible time.
Because people don't actually want to see it.
I saw a list of 5 movies that came out over the last 2 weeks. All 5 combined over the last 2 weeks are not even close to the new Captain America movie, which sucked, by the way, its performance in the first day.
Yeah.
And so we turn out in droves to watch Marvel movies, even though we all know that Marvel movies are really not that good anymore. But we won't show up to see, like, genuine, interesting, unique concepts. Now, I don't know if these movies were good, because I'm one of the sheep and didn't go watch them. But, like, I don't know. That's why I feel like A24 keeps doing, like, direct-to-streaming releases and stuff like that. But there's no way there's enough money in that for it to be sustainable. But, like, every time I watch an A24 film, I'm like, good or bad, they broke some rules. They reached outside of the boundaries.
I feel like
they tried to be
probably-
creative.
I think probably it's going to be movies that might just be following the model that music did. Where, like, if you want to make money with it, like for movies, you're going to have to start making a lot more movies. Because it used to be like your career, you made like 10 movies, you know?
Right, the
You make-
Tarantinos
yeah,
or
you make,
the
like-
DiCaprios.
30 movies in your life as an actor, and you've made your money, you've been a successful actor and all that, whatever.
I don't know, because
30
Dean
movies.
Martin, John Wayne, they were just pumping them out.
All right, some people were, but some people weren't. And like now that direct streaming is a thing and theaters don't really work anymore, maybe you have to be making movies all year, every year, and just be dropping movies back to back like crazy in order to make
Major
a living.
actors do throwaway movies now. Like, how does that happen?
Anybody with a paycheck.
Yeah. It's it's definitely something. And I think that subsidizing indie films can help bring some more creativity back. But it's like, I say that, but also I have not paid for a ticket in a while to go watch an indie film in theaters.
Yeah, a lot of things just don't interest me, like to go to the movies for. Like not enough.
Oh yeah,
to get up
I'm a
and do it.
big I'll watch it once it's on streaming guy.
And I do I love going to the movies. I enjoy it. But again, this is $15.
Or more.
Or if you're paying for 2 people, $30.
At least.
And like, what movie am I going to see here? Like, what am I?
Right. And one thing that I do enjoy about the direct-to-streaming releases, and unfortunately not all movies are marketed well, so I'll see a new movie that's out, and I'll decide, yes, I want to watch it without seeing much marketing. And so I'll watch a movie that I have no idea what's going to happen, and sometimes I really enjoy it, and sometimes I really hate it. And that's something that I enjoy personally. Like, it's just a peculiarity of streaming that I like. I can watch a movie that I did not make any significant decision, this looks good. I just watched it and then liked it or didn't like it. So I'm completely surprised by what's going to happen. And sometimes you find great stuff and sometimes not so much. But in the theaters, it's a big investment to do that, right? I'm going to kind of vet the movie I watch before I watched it.
For me, a lot of times, I just sometimes want to go to a movie, you know?
Yeah.
I just want to go to the theater and watch a movie. And that's how it was with a couple of the movies I've seen recently. Like The Bike Riders, it was a Sunday afternoon, and I was like, I want to go see a movie.
That movie was kind of a banger, actually.
And then we went and saw The Bike Riders, and it was great.
I've watched it since then again.
Also, it was an original IP, I think. It was based off a book, but...
Yeah, that's an original concept, not for a film, not like
or a
remaking.
remake.
Yeah.
Which, it was fire.
And it was dope, yeah.
I don't know how much money it made. Probably nothing. The thing is, nothing seems to be making money anymore.
Marvel.
Not even.
Marvel's not making what it used to, but I mean, we just compared the numbers. Like,
all
the new
standards
Captain
have just
America
gone
movie.
down for what a
For
movie
theaters,
makes.
100%.
Yeah.
So maybe there's a better way to quantify. What if, like, before too long, performance on IMDb and Letterboxd is more important than the actual box office performance. Obviously, the dollar amount that you can assign to box office is always going to matter, but in terms of the actual popularity of a film as they continue to release to streaming rather than, releasing to theaters, they can rate it. How popular is this movie actually based on IMDb and Letterboxd users journaling and reviewing and rating. And also, I'd love to see some fan-voted film awards as opposed to, the Oscars and the SAG-AFTRA Awards and all that stuff.
Hard to say.
Because they keep awarding movies no one actually likes.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Bro hit us with the yawn again. Bro is sleepy.
Going to Iowa was not like a restful trip.
Bro, I am in great condition compared to you right now.
I've not
yawned once.
I stayed up later every night and got up earlier every morning while I was in Iowa than I ever do. Like, I don't do this.
I had the most insane weekend.
Did you get to sleep past 6 a.m.?
No.
Did you?
Well, yesterday I did.
Well,
until 7.
Yeah,
6:45 rather.
Yesterday was 7 for me too. But did you get to go to bed before 12:30?
Maybe one of the nights it was before 12:30.
One of the nights, yeah. So you've been running about the same hours I have. Maybe I just don't do it as much, or I don't know.
Last night, I took, last night. So yesterday, I was at church in the morning, co-led worship. It was a big set, a lot of, I put a lot into that, right?
Yeah, it was a big one.
And then after that, I went and led worship at a small group, right? And then after a small group, and at the small group also, I edit photos, I get them posted to socials, all that stuff, right? After that, I came home, I sat on this couch, and I crashed.
Oh, yeah, I do.
And so, between last night, just, sitting here like a zombie for, 3 hours and then just moving to bed and going to sleep and sleeping until this morning, I feel much better today. I feel recovered. I feel okie dokie.
So, yeah, no, I got up 7 a.m. yesterday, as one does. Also led worship, didn't sing. I played the drums. But then after that, I went to a party. Went to a fantasy football interview punishment party. Did I tell you what the punishments are?
No, I knew some conversations about the punishments.
Yeah, so PJ had to spin the wheel twice.
Okay, there's a punishment wheel
for the fantasy football. The loser we had a punishment wheel. We all put punishments on there. He had to spin it twice.
Okay, what are just not necessarily the ones that he landed on, but some of the wild punishments on there, just for us to think about for a moment before we know what he landed on.
I think the wildest one was a milk and laxative mile.
Oh gosh!
You take a laxative, wait 10 minutes, and run a milk mile.
Okay.
One of them was a dark spray tan, a Donald Trump spray tan, which is pretty wild. One was let's see, whole mystery drinks is what I suggest. Mystery drinks
that other people make for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pay the whole prize pot. So everybody's contribution, we all have to contribute to the pot, and then it all goes to the winner. One was he pays for everybody's prize pot instead of all that, which he offered to do instead of spinning the wheel.
Instead of spinning the wheel.
We just put it on the wheel.
He tried to pay you guys off.
Yeah, he tries to pay off. But he spun it twice. The first one he got was the one chip challenge.
Oh,
so he has to do the one chip challenge, which is pretty brutal, but I thought a little bit boring.
I mean, it's not too creative.
Patrick has done it. He said, I projectile vomited.
Yeah, I've heard some wild things about that.
Patrick, he put on there a hot wings challenge, but Patrick gets to pick the sauces.
Okay.
He wanted to pick the sauces. He is he knows his sauces, dude.
He knows his sauces.
First of all, he's got 30 barbecue sauces in his house. We had barbecue at his house.
I need to get invited to the barbecue over there. Sounds like.
And he has some hot ones to pick. But
all right, okay. So
the one chip challenge, and the second one He has to get his nipples pierced.
Oh no! Oh no! That's insane!
Nipple rings.
That is wild business. Oh gosh.
Dude. Well, we've been going crazy about that one.
This poor man. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah. So when Dad heard that, he was like, "You shouldn't play fantasy with them next year. You should just not." And I was like, "Yeah,
You don't want to risk that.
yeah, that's a wild one." But
That is wild business. Is he actually going to do it?
Oh, yeah,
Because
he's
if it was
doing
me, I would not do it.
I wouldn't do it either. But yeah,
I would
doing
just
it.
be like, no way.
I wouldn't have done that one. He did get a respin once, actually. He landed on one. It was called the Hard Rock Challenge or something.
No, I don't know what that is.
It's an 8-mile run where 8 kilometers. It's like 5 miles. somewhere
Okay.
in there. And you run around and you have to do different workout circuits throughout it.
Doesn't sound fun, but it's better than the nipple piercing.
No, it was a really intense one. It was super
I
intense.
do not care. I'd do that over the nipple piercing.
PJ got it and he's like, "I'm gonna die, guys. Like, I can't do this. Can I spin again?" And we were like, "All right." And that's when he got the piercing, and he said he
Wow.
would prefer that. But
Wow.
all right. Anyway,
Crazy
work.
business.
And you know,
That is
we can just go up to him at
wild.
work now. And
That is wild.
oh, yeah.
Insane.
So yeah, we're definitely gonna all go to the piercing with him and laugh our heads
man.
off. But yeah, anyway.
I kind of need the invite to that as well.
Yeah,
but
everybody wants to, but I think it's more of a
wants to
closed
come.
invite.
Yeah, you kind of got to.
We'll get a
'cause
video.
Everyone he knows would want to be there for
Absolutely. You know how many of his clients are going to want to see after he's got him
Exactly.
done that?
He
Everyone
might as well just
flashes
real.
PJ.
Yeah, work shirtless.
He just cut holes around him in his shirts so everyone can see. Anyway, yeah.
That's
Pull up to the
wild.
city
Hey,
council meeting, like-
I'm sorry, PJ. You know, I'm thinking of you in this hard time.
Yeah, we just blasted him on the internet for that. So
And it's episode 30.
goodbye.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.